So Colin, today is Rainbow Laces Day. Can you just give a little bit of a description about what Rainbow Laces Day actually is?
Yeah, basically it's all through Stonewall. They developed the campaign as Rainbow Laces to make sort of everyone aware that sport should be for everybody. No matter of your sexuality, gender, how you identify, anything like that. As their slogan says, make sport for everybody. So essentially, in a nutshell, that's what it is. Yeah.
And what does it mean to you, obviously, as an openly gay rugby player? Can you talk about some of your experiences of being gay in rugby and what this campaign means to you?
Yeah. Growing up, I always kind of thought, I can't come out to play rugby, to make it in rugby. I always aspired to get to a really high level of rugby. I played districts when I was younger, and then when I started senior, I hit bigger. Ended up getting poached by Melrose. So at that point, between those two clubs, I really didn't feel like I could come out. I thought, need to focus rugby first. If I come out as being gay, they'll probably just drop me, that sort of thing. And then eventually, I did quite well at Melrose. Obviously didn't make as big a name as I thought I would. But then eventually moved on and through PL and Kelso, until here. And throughout those clubs, I was open about it all. And I've honestly never really had an issue with it. It was really, really refreshing. But the funny thing was that I played my best rugby, since coming out, especially at Musselburgh, playing in the Premiership, and I say last season, getting players player and stuff like that, that was probably one of the biggest moments for me rugby-wise.
What does campaigns like this, obviously with Musselburgh doing it and in Iraqis as well, supporting with the Rainbow Laces Society, what sort of impacts does that have for people like yourself?
I think, it has a bigger impact than people think, even from after Saturday, just reposting a few things and, retweeting, the offside line and, your article and stuff. People have actually messaged me saying, usually I'm proud of you, that sort of thing, but a few people have actually reached out and said, this has actually touched me quite a lot. I was saying, they were too scared to come out when they were playing and they're retired now, that sort of stuff. So it is, obviously getting to people, and it's really, really helpful to know that people are reading it, they're looking at it. But I think, in the future we do need to make it a bigger thing. In my eyes, I think the whole of the Premiership should be doing it. And, for Accies to get fully on board, all of them wearing it, all the officials wearing it was just amazing.
And just as well for the community as well, for anybody watching this, what support is there in the community for people who are not too afraid to come out, but who feel like they want to get it?
I think it obviously depends. When I wasn't out, it was really difficult. I just kind of felt alone, and at the time there was a lot of things around, but you don't know about it. And I think the best thing is, internet's your friend, isn't it? I know that near us there's the LGBT youth charity. That's the main one around here that I know about. There's Waverley Care, and I'm pretty sure there's an East Lothian events for LGBT people as well. But at the end of the day, your friends and your family are the best people to talk to, if you feel up for it. Here at Musselburgh, I could honestly speak to anybody in the rugby club and I'd be happy enough to be open and honest about them. And I think it's creating that environment for everybody is the main thing. If somebody joins our club and then, decides to give you some sort of personal information, that's how it should be, just open, honest family.